Okay, right. There we go. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Ella. Hang on a minute, start again. Here we go. Okay, ready. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then my name's Elaine and I try out different Temu craft items that I've bought during the last week and see what I think of them and let you see what they look like and things like that. Anyway, to start off, I'm going to make this little box today. It's really cute. It opens up. I'm going to put some tissue inside it because you know it needs something. But I'll say it opens up and closes, and be a perfect little gift box if you want to do something for your mom or whatever. And the reason I'm doing that is because when the dies come from Temu, they are just on one sheet. There's no instructions or anything like for you to figure out how to do it. So I thought I'd do this video and then it'll give you some instruction on what to do. Right, it doesn't come in this packet or on a magnetic sheet. It just all comes joined together. If you're familiar with Temu, they've got excuse me, they've got like little metal prongs and everything's all joined together and you need to snap it all off basically. So I put mine on a magnetic sheet, that way I don't lose anything. And then I buy these handy dandy little plastic packets to keep them in, and you don't lose anything then, do you? Right, so this is what we're going to be using today. I will link a description in the description box, the link for this, because there is quite a few different ones. So without further ado, the cardstock that I used is my paper pad from last week. I don't know if you remember seeing this, like my favourite one that I keep on saying. So I used a couple of pieces of that along with my A4 300 GSM cardstock. You get 50 sheets in a pack, which is really good. It is good actually for doing things like this because it's really quite sturdy and it's great for stamping and colouring, embossing, die cutting. It's a good all-rounder, so it's worth getting really. Right, and to stick it all together I'm using my Hunky Dory construction glue. I would recommend getting some of this if you're going to do a lot of this sort of thing because it bonds really quickly and it does hold. There's that. And I'm also using my Nuvo glue pen, which I've had these for years. I don't even know if they still sell these. I'll have a look. If they do, then I'll put the link on the bottom again in the description. So let's get started. In the true ways of filming, I've already cut everything out in advance to save you having to sit through it all. Right, your circle dies, which obviously you know we done those off because they're circles. But these, they're two different sizes, but they're not actual circles either. See, you can put them together like there's a gap, but it doesn't go all the way around, which baffled me a bit. So I've discovered that the largest one, you need one piece for the bottom. So that is this one. When I can pick it up. Ugh. There we go. That. You need one of them, yeah. And then the smaller one is the top. So you need one of them cut out in your cardstock. One also cut out in your paper, and do the top so it's nice and pretty. That's that. Then you want to cut that out 4 times, so that gives you that, each of them panels, yeah. And then, oh no, sorry. Oh, I'm gonna have to back that up and redo it. Okay, redoing it. Right, you're gonna need 4 of these, which comes out like that, yeah. So that's 4 of those. Four of those, then is your main ones. Then 4 of these. And then out of your patterned paper, you're going to need 4 of these. I just chose a coordinating paper to go in my flowers. And then for your little bits, you've got this one, which you're going to need 4 of, and 4 of that. So that's those. And you're going to need 1 of these, because that's your handle. And you're going to need 1 of these. And 1 of those. That's just out of your plain white cardstock. And then I cut these out in white to start with, but then I changed my mind and cut them out in pink. So it's up to you, either or. You can either keep it and do it in your cardstock, colour that, or do it in your papers to match the rest of it. So that's totally up to you. But you need one of them and 1 of these. Is it that way? No, my eyesight's terrible. There we go. 1 of them. And I don't know what I've done with the other one. I did have it. I think it flew off somewhere. Oh, I've got them. Oh, there it is. Honestly, there's hope for me yet. Anyway, 1 of those. So that's it. That's all your bits that you're gonna need. So, right, let's get cracking. Let's make a box. To start off, before you do anything, it is scored already, but I've found it's best to just go over the score lines a little bit because they're not brilliant. So if you can just score them yourself as well, just reinforces it a little bit, makes it a lot easier in the end to crease them right. So that's that one. You have to excuse me 1 minute to have it. People think I'm crackers sometimes when I'm walking around the supermarket, humming my little head off. But it is what it is. There we go. That one. Just make sure that your little gaps for your tool are lined up with your line on here where it's scored, and then as long as it's straight you'll be okay. So, how have you all been this week? I hope everybody's been well. I hope you've been enjoying yourselves. The weather's been crap as usual. Mind you, what can we expect? It's summer now, so it's going to get cold. You know, the weather's backwards in this country. There. That's that. This really is all the scoring that you not have to do, but it's best to do. Can't even see that one. Oh god. Go. There. No, let's do a little bit more. Basically, if you just look for the end of the corner, give it a good old score. There. That's gotcha. I think. Look. Burnishing time. No, I'll just give them a little. Don't do what I did and leave a mark in it. Obviously. Give him a little burnish. And these, just fold them over. You can burnish these as well, wouldn't hurt. What I usually do is just press it up against it and flatten them down. Just a little bit. So do that to all of them. So because I scored that one properly, it's a lot easier. Right. Where's my other one? My other brown folder, because it's a lot better. There we go. Oh, might be one of them days today. I'm just fingers and thumbs all day. There we go. Yep. Sure done. Last one. It's funny how these come with absolutely no instructions. I mean, it's took me a while to figure it out. Right, so now what you're going to need is your largest one. Just that one. And I want that on the outside because it's nice and smooth. That one's, it's smooth but not as nice as that side. So, I'm going to get the barn folder again and just run it underneath. Just to make that curl a bit, yeah. And then get your glue. Push them back down. And try and pop a little bit on. That well, I didn't drown it. The first time I did this, went everywhere. Still is now, I think. I think the glue bottle's a bit on the wonk. And then start off. Just place that onto there. Just give it a few seconds just to start bonding a bit. And then you should be able to, oh, I don't need it. So I'll move it up, but it don't need it. I must be getting better. Just give it a little press down the bone folder as well. That'll help secure it. Right, just there, look. And we need a little bit there. That's it. Right, and then you repeat that for all four. There is something wrong there. Hang on, you'll have to stop this a minute. Oh dear. Oh yeah, that goes on there. No, don't, because that's what it... Yes, that's not the stop. Okay, see if I'll pause that. Right. One last piece left to do. Now, I'm going to explain what I did wrong. I've got all my pieces folded, and you know your little notches, I'm supposed to go to a plain piece. So you got a plain piece and a notch, and then a plain piece and a notch. When I come to put it together, I've got two notches together and two plain pieces together, but these was on the right way, so I couldn't figure out what I'd done wrong. I thought I might have chopped one of them off or whatever. Anyway, looking at it, make sure when you're folding these, you fold them the same way on each one, so that you don't end up like I just did with, you know, two flappy bits there together. Oh, honestly, God, I need shooting sometimes, you know. So we're on the last piece. Yep, and there you go, that way. And I've also just figured out it's easier to put the glue on the actual bottom of this, as long as you don't put too much on. No, doing it again. Oh, see, I need shoot. I definitely need shooting. That's no, that way, that way. Oh, my life. Get with it, woman. You don't think I've been doing this for years, would you? There. That's it. Then we put your glue along the top. There, along the sides. and glue it all together. You just hold it a couple of seconds and it'll stick. That's the word I was looking for. Don't worry about these coming up here. I'm going to just lie something on them in a minute and that'll flatten them while we do the rest of everything else. So I need a pop glue there. Just a little bit. There we go. Pop you on. And pop you on. It helps if you folded it the right way in the first place. And a good press down. I always end up gluing myself to things as well. I don't know whether you do that. Honestly, I'll get in a right mess. Oh, you can see the glue on the card here, but it really wouldn't matter because we're going to cover it anyway. Just checking, make sure it all fits properly. Yeah, that's it. I mean, you can put a clip on these if you wanted to, just to keep them in place just for a little while. Like that. There we go. That's a bit. Okay, stop being wonky. That's it. Right, I need to put something on it. Just pop a couple of cutting plates off the die cutting machine and put them. It would help if I moved the card out of the way, wouldn't it, really? Oh my god, what's today? What are you doing today? There. See how easy it is when you use your brain and you've got a bit of room. Let's take you off now. Leave you on there. Right, now then, do the same with your card. What I've done, I had an ingenious moment. What I did, because these are not complete circles, every time I was measuring it round like this, it wasn't fitting properly. So I had a brainwave, and I thought, get it right, yeah? And then when you get it right, put a pencil mark on the card and on the paper, and then you've just got to line them up then. See? And then it fits without messing about. So we've got to put the edges on this first. So same thing again as what we just did. You might not have to score these ones because they're only small. So. Right, that's that one done. Is anybody like me as well? You put things down in your craft room or wherever you're doing anything, and then you can't find them, and then you're not looking for them, and then they appear again. And, honestly, I'm losing the plot. I swear down now. Right, that's that side. Pop a little bit of glue on there. It's a bit much really, but let's see if I can spread it out a bit. And then hook him on. Exactly the same as how we did the first one. So this one's a bit more fiddly because it's a small. But we don't worry about it. Does anybody else stick their tongue out? Honestly, it's a good job this camera's not facing me. I'd scare the lot of you. Sitting here with my tongue hanging out. Dear. They say the crafting helps with your mental health, but I really think it's just them line cookie. Oh, they've got some beautiful things on Temu lately, haven't they? I was honestly, I'm on there all the while. I get glued. My poor delivery driver. He had to have a holiday, you know, not so long ago. I think I wore him out. I think keep bringing all my parcels constantly. He's like, for God's sake. I'm on first name terms with him now. I'll be making him a cup of tea next when he comes. Poor man. I do feel sorry for him. Oh. You see him some days lugging stuff out the car. Yeah, that's it. And then he'll come out and say, hello again. Yeah. You only come yesterday, don't you? Back again? Now we're going this way. Poor man. Are you all ready for Father's Day? Got all your cards done. See? I nearly forgot that one now. There we go. I was going to cut out all the chatting, you know, and just play some music, but my other half is, you know, oh, it's what you like. You never shut up. I don't know whether that's being nice or is he giving me a compliment or a complex? Oh, come on, just. You've got to stick on there and behave your little self. I am sorry if my big head keeps getting in the way. Oh. This bit is a bit tricky, can we say? Going to try and make sure you got it smack on, like lined up as well, because it'll show if you don't. I've been making some corsages for my friend. Oh my god, they're beautiful. I must admit, I would sing my own song here. They are beautiful. I've done them in the walls colours as well. So she's had black roses and yellow and black ribbon. That's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I've never done one before. I ended up doing two now. They're addictive though. It's like flower making. You start doing that, that gets addictive, I think. Just done roses. I only put a few on, but she's chuffed with it anyway, which is the main thing. So like I say, I've done it for my friend. As long as she likes it. Our kids grow up quicker. You know, 1 minute then you're taking them to the first day at nursery, and then the next thing you know, it's the prom. Don't know where the time flies. Oh, this is so awkward at times. There we go, we're getting there though. Not much more to do now, to be honest. It's nearly done. But once you've got the lid finished, it's the basics is done. It's just a matter of decorating it, really. Could use that, you know, that pearlised cardstock I showed you last week. I could use that as well, you know, to decorate it with. Wouldn't be strong enough to hold it if you was making a box out of it, but you could use it like to decorate it. That would look really pretty as well. Do it in the recipient's favourite colours. Last one. Yay. It flew. Oh, yeah, I need to put some glue on there as well, don't I? Otherwise, I'll be able to stick that one to the other one when I get to it. There we go. So, just follow it along. Oh, my life. Count to 10 a few times. You'll be fine. I've got it says I've been counting to 10 a fair few times today, this has. But it's pretty when it's done, in its defence. I'll sort you in a second. Just let me get this stuck. Oh, the glue is going tacky. Very tacky. Actually, no, it might be better off to leave it until it's gone tacky like that, and it stops in one place. Right, lie down. I'm just going to hold that down a bit. Yeah, see what it is. Hey. There we go. Yeah. Yep. Sorted. Sorted. Now then. Next. We've done those. We need to do these now. These are easier, much easier. I'm going to mess about too much. Right, so I can put my lid on this. And then what I'm going to do is put the glue this is one of them glues. It dries clear. Goes on blue. Dries clear. So, but it's one of them that yeah, you know, if you put something on it while it's wet, it's a glue, it sticks to it. If you put something on it when it's dried, it doesn't actually fully dry unless something's bonded to it. So if you put something on it when it's dry, you know, like if you're doing like a rubber stamp or something and you ain't got you know, the backing for it, put a bit of this on, leave it a couple of minutes like till you can tell, because it goes from blue to clear. So you do that, and then you can use your stamp and then just peel it off afterwards. It's good stuff. I've also been known to use this to re-stick my cricket mats as well, because anybody who uses cricket mats, honest to God, they're alright, but 2 uses and the stick's gone. So no matter how hard you try, you have to re-stick them or buy a new one, which, you know, they're not cheap. I mean, they're cheaper at Temu and Shein, don't get me wrong, but they're not cheap anywhere else. So I just keep on buying them constantly. I did cut the bottom of that a little bit, but I'll see if I can try and cut it up a little bit. Hopefully you won't see it. With a bit of luck. There we go. That's one thing as crafters, you get used to bodging things. Like nobody'd ever know. It'll stick out to me like a sore thumb, but nobody else will know. It's much easier using one of these than like if you try and put wet glue on and the sticky tape. You know, you're getting in a bit of a mess with it all. So that is that. Let it all Yes, I'll give it to that one as well. Stick. I'm getting sticky fingers now. So everything's going to start sticking. Try and use a finger that hasn't got any glue on it. There we go. So that's that bit done. So I'll give them a couple of minutes to dry. While them are drying, I'm going to do these because I just want to put them pink bits there. Yeah, aren't you? Little man. I might put the glue directly onto the paper on this one because they're only tiny. Try as best as you can to centre it. That's you done. Honestly, once you get cracking on one of these, it don't take long to do. I mean, they're pretty for like if you want to use them, say in the bedroom or something like that, you know, to keep your little bits and bobs in. I might use some in here to be honest with you because I've got my little bits and bobs and them everywhere. I can always label them then. Big on labelling. I'm big on storage things at the moment. I'm having a bit of a turn on them. I bought from Temu, I bought it on my desk. It's like an accordion folder thing to keep your papers in. It really is worth buying. I have honestly got to have about 700 sheets of cardstock and they're all organised by colour. It's so much easier. There we go. That's it. That's that done. Now, this one. It's just going to give me my board a little bit of a wipe over. I got this from Temu as well. Or was it Shein? It was one of them. Let me know if you're interested and I'll give you the link to it. Better than having to keep trying to fight to get your baby wipes out and then you end up with a handful. And I just want to wet this down just so it don't stick. Because the last thing you want to do is have it stick. Got that. Make sure you get this right on the edge. There's my handy little mark. Save me messing about. There we go. Let's push him up a little. Ah, he's not going to push up his too sticky. It's good stuff, this glue, you know. Oh, that look pretty. Really pretty. That's it. Now then, I'll bring the big boy back in. I've done that one a bit on the log. never mind. It's for me anyway, so it don't really matter. Yeah, and just bend these just a little. See if you can get them over the top of the joins, and then you won't be able to see them so much. Again, using your glue. One of the duck there then. This is so hard to do with the camera. On top of where I need to be. That's going to go all crooked now, look, because I did that crooked. Bugger me. Never mind. And just try and get it lined up as best you can. Anyway, like that. And to keep working the table down, you know, because a bit of sticky on it and you're gone. That's stuck to there, and then that's it. Okay. Oh, yeah. I've never been able to get anything straight. Last one. And so that one just fits on there like that. Glue him again. And there we go. Just hold him down a little bit. Just, I know that one's wonky, but at least you get the general idea. Like I say, it's for me anyway, so I'm not too worried. I mean, obviously if it was for a gift or something, then I would have to redo all of that because it wouldn't be right. Good. That's that. Now, this. What did I do with this now? But, yeah, you can glue ribbon around there if you want. I've got a feeling you ain't going to be able to see a thing I've done. Right, there's your, this is your little handle. You've got two score lines One there. And one there. Same on this side, 2 score lines again. Yeah. You only want to put glue on this little tiny end. Both sides, obviously. What's that? Another curl. What's that? Come on, little man. Stick there. Stick down, there's a good one. There we go. We'll use some construction glue, we'll try that one out. Might hold it a bit better. I think that's what I did on that one actually. Try and get that as centered as you can. So awkward that time. There we go. Holding on just for a few minutes, just for it to stick together. And we've just got to put the clasp on and it's done. It's been a bit of a long one this time, I do apologise. But it's been nice hanging out, I've enjoyed it. I hope you have. And please like, subscribe, comment. Even if it's a comment saying you don't like my content, at least it's a comment. At least I know somebody's watched it. Right, now is the proving the pudding. Is your lid going to fit on? Just take a bit of coaxing the first time, wiggling it about till it's sort of got its place. But oh yeah, I like that. Even though I got it's a bit wonky, I admit I'm the first one to admit, but I like it anyway. We've got that, which is your little fastener from the top. So that is entirely up to you where you want to put that. I don't think there's any like wrong or right or wrong way. I'm not too sure, to be honest, how this bit goes on. It baffles me. So I think I should just stick it on like that, Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to fold that bit up, just stick it on there like that. Always put something decorative on it. Do you know what would be nice on there? Flower or a butterfly. Or you could put a little butterfly on there, on the handle. Or you could put a row of pearls. I'm using look. There we go. There. Now then, we have this one, which is the same. We've got the score lines are better on the smaller pieces than on the edged pieces. Okay. So say it's what I don't know. I'm going to put an extra couple of score lines in this one. Because where that one, unless that one is the thing and this one is that. And I've got it the wrong way around, I don't know. But I'm going to put an extra one in there. And can't really put an extra one there, can I? Oh, I can try. No. Yes, I do need one there. And it's got to be a little bit better. There we go. That's it. I'm going to use some construction glue as well for this because I don't want it dropping off. These are just so pretty though. I could keep making them and making them for different things. I really like them. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. There we go. You could put in something on there as well. Or you could, if you've got like if you've got like a cutting die for you know, like a locket or a little padlock, you could use a cutting die and put a little padlock on it. That'd look cute. Just waiting for this to dry. Oh God. Oh, that's too thick. Just give that a bit of a smooth on. Hopefully it'll help it stick a bit. It's not helping it stick at all. Anyway, let's see where we've got to. Leave that one properly. This does not want to play. But anyway, you get the gist. It's a nice little box. I think it's really pretty. Right, so I know I made a bit of a cock up and it's a bit crooked here and there. Practice makes perfect. See, I'll be flying through these next week, making hundreds of them perfectly. They'll all be lined up and everything. But anyway, that's me done for today. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's actually been informative for you. And in case you do decide to get these toys, I mean, I don't get any commission or anything. This is just my own personal opinion. And, you know, this is my own way of doing it as well. There is no instructions. It would be nice if there was, but there's not. So, I hope that's helped you a little bit, or at least put you on the right track anyway. Anyway, until next week, I will love and leave you. And you please don't forget to don't forget to subscribe, comment and like, please. I hate to keep going on, but it does help my channel grow, which is what I really need at the moment. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.